Ron and Jack, thank you so much for joining me today to speak about your short film that you guys both starred in, A Cognac at the Indy 500. Very excited to interview the both of you regarding this short film. It's a passion project for Alex. It's his directorial debut. Thank you for joining me. This is wonderful. Thank you. So this short film is coming out on December 22nd on YouTube. But it's been you guys have been working on this short film for quite a while. It's premiered at a bunch of film festivals. It's won awards. What has the film festival circuit for the both of you been like? Seeing it win awards and seeing people's reactions online. What has that been like?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see that this film is doing pretty well when it comes to festivals. I mean, I don't I'm definitely not I don't keep like super up to track with Alex on submissions and nominations and all of those kinds of things, but it's really exciting to me whenever I see that it's won an award or just even just entering a film festival. It's really nice to see because yeah, I'm just really glad about this film in general. I think it's amazing, honestly, and it's nice to see it, just more people to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We shot it a year and a half ago, and during the time in between, I would text Alex and say, "Yo, Alex, what's up? Is it good? Whatever." And of course, I don't know any of these things, but he was hard at work making this thing. It was almost like I had gotten to that point where I had forgotten that we had made this film because it was like a year, up until recently, the last couple of months. Alex says, "Oh man, we're opening, and we've done these festivals, and Jack's gotten like a Best Actor award," and I'm going, well, could I see the movie? I saw it for the first time last week.
Oh
Same, yeah.
wow. Oh wow.
No, it's like, and it totally blew me away.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it was the quality was going to be as fine as it is, and I'm really impressed by it all.
Yeah, definitely. All aspects of the film are just fantastic. Between the chemistry between both your characters, Nathan and Buddy, you guys have fantastic chemistry together. Then the behind the scenes stuff that you're talking about, which are the editing, the coloring. The coloring is beautiful. The
No, the
way,
coloring is terrific.
yeah, yeah, you did
If
a
I
great
say so
job.
myself, I'm not supposed to say these things, but
Let's talk a little bit about your characters, Nathan and Buddy. This short film for your characters, they're going through something that unfortunately everyone has to deal with at some point in their life, which is a conversation with a passing loved one, a grandparent. If you guys can tell me a little bit about how you um, got into the role and for your character, how you crafted the characters.
we luckily we had plenty of time on Zoom to rehearse it, and that was really crucial because Alex was really aware that we had two, like 12-hour days to do it, and there wouldn't be a lot of rehearsing on site, so we had to really be ready. And we did, Jack and I and Alex on through Zoom did a bunch of improvisations and talked about character, talked about relationship. So we really had a lot of tools available to us when we started shooting that morning in the the hottest day of the summer in this amazing house with no air conditioning, and was really, but we did it, zoomed right through it. Every moment was used properly, and we were ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Those rehearsals that we used for uh the characters and just all the prep in general was so. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I've never brought this up before, but like, I've only done a limited number of short films, but I've never done something like that with all the pre-rehearsals and like it's like never something I've done with the film before. I mean, granted, I've only done like 6 short films. But still, I mean, God, I feel like that 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 aspect of this film like brought it to like insane new heights. And I feel like I should have talked about this in other interviews, but it's just like it's really amazing what those did. And Alex was, I think it shows how much passion he has for this project. And it's yeah. And well, anyways, the character of Nathan, to answer your question, sorry.
No
um
problem.
yeah, well, in those pre, those pre-shooting rehearsals, we discussed a lot about, the character of Nathan, his relationships with his mother, his father, what he's like at school, of course his relationship with his grandfather, like the way he acts and views the world. We got into some really good specifics, and yeah, we really were able to hone in on the fine details.
Were there any characters that you've played in the past that you were able to either adapt with or carry into your role of Buddy?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's an archetypal type of character. I mean, there's a little bit of King Lear in there. There's a little bit of General Patton in there. And then there's a lot of me. I'm not far away in terms of age of what, but Buddy is as he's dying. My health is, knock on wood, much better than Buddy's at the moment. But it was very easy for me to really find the personal parts. I mean, he's talking with his grandchild. He's looking at his life in the past. These are things I go through personally. So it was just right there for me to relax right into.
Yeah. What's the pressure like being in a role where it's just the two of you? You don't have supporting cast. The movie, the film, the whole thing from beginning to end is the two of you and your conversations. What kind of pressure is that like?
um I mean, I've never really been one to get nervous when it comes to performing. I mean, I didn't really I was confident in the work that we put in to the film. I was confident in my acting. I mean, really there's not a lot of pressure on me, I felt like, because, at the end of the day, we were all working together, and we all come and, we're just trying to create something beautiful, I guess. I mean, so I don't know, there wasn't really just a lot of pressure to me personally. I just kind of came there, acted, kept in mind all the things that we had practiced and talked about, and yeah, it's pretty simple at the end of the day, to be honest.
There's so when I was talking to Alex when we actually designed the poster for the movie, and I remember him telling me about the location because he was trying to get my mindset into
Mhm.
the aesthetic of the film, so then I can craft this poster. And he was telling me about this beautiful historic home, and I only really the pictures that he sent me really didn't do it justice until I saw the film. And how did the how did you guys react when you guys walked into the setting for the first time on location filming this thing, and how did it help you um, in any way to craft your character?
Well, it's kind of like when you walk into a museum, you're all of a sudden, you're overwhelmed by the age of everything, the history of it. There's all the there's all this paraphernalia from Wilson when he was president and when he lived there afterwards, and I think he died there because he
Oh
didn't die.
wow, okay.
He died very soon after in fact, he was very sick during the presidency. His wife was pretty much running the country, although nobody knew at the time. But the great thing is, as we're walking in there, Alex is saying, "Look, if you have to sit down, use one of these folding chairs. These chairs are 200 years old. Don't sit in there." It's really amazing place.
Yeah, I mean, like, the site was chosen perfectly. I mean, like, just all of like the wealth and like history there really contributes to the um the tone of the film, and especially Buddy's character in general, you know. I mean, it like it's just it was I mean, God, it was beautiful, man. There was like some like I mean, like in that opening scene, I'm looking around at stuff. I was looking around. Like Alex is just filming me looking at all like the crazy cool stuff in there. I mean, like there would be like these like fancy portraits and these little like golds like little like oh I remember this there was like this little like mother wolf thing of like you know like ancient Rome. That was actually that had a little shot at the beginning in that little montage at the beginning, and I remember I was looking at that all the time because it was I don't know. It's just it's cool. There's so much, so much cool stuff in there. Yeah.
Is there anything from this role or the experience of filming this short that you would take into the rest of your career and you learn from it?
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think a major thing that I've learned from this film was to like read more into the subtext of a character. You know, I'm very big into theater, and I mean, this isn't like entirely true. There's, of course, certain subtext and things hidden in a character in theater, but still, things are much more expressive and I feel like open because, you know, they're shown on a stage. So it's a little bit different. But for film, you know, it's so much more like natural and naturally, real people, they don't show every single thing that they're thinking and feeling in a moment. And that's exactly what Nathan does for a majority of this film is he hides his true feelings and his care for Buddy. And there's a lot of hidden things about his character that, you know, don't exactly come out, but maybe you can still see or feel, which is super complex when you think about it. So that was a major thing I definitely took away from this film.
Great, thank you for that.
I talked about this with Alex when we were in rehearsal and also, during the shooting. But it was like acting out the book, The Five Stages of Death. Are you aware of this? That
No.
it's this woman, the psychologist who's worked with in hospice care for many, many years, developed this concept called the five stages of death. It's your immediate response is anger, then you go through denial. No, I'm not dying. No, I'm not dying. Then you go through bargaining.
Okay.
Look, if I live, if you let me live, if I can live, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to do this. Then goes through depression. And then after depression becomes acceptance. And that's what Buddy goes through in this 22 minutes. It's that anger, then and it's like then he wants to first he's denial, I'm okay, and everything. Then it's
Hmm.
bargaining, I don't want to go because I've got so much else to do. And then he gets very depressed, and somehow through Jack, through Nathan, he gets to acceptance. And you have to go through all of those stages to get to that point so that you can die in peace.
That's yeah. That's thank you for pointing that out. Though I'm wondering if Alex plan for that,
No, no,
or is that
no.
something
When
naturally
I
that
first
happened?
brought it up, he was really taken by that
Ah.
idea because
Oh,
he had
okay.
not
Yeah, yeah.
he was not consciously
Oh, okay. It wasn't
doing it
conscious.
that way. And it doesn't, in this particular piece, it doesn't go perfectly linear,
Of
boom, boom,
course.
boom, boom. But all the stages are there.
Thank you for that, Ron. Thank you.
Sure.
So thank you guys so much for chatting today. This has been great. A Cognac at the Indy 500 is available on YouTube this December 22nd. It's been making its way in the festival circuit all year. Now finally people can check it out for a limited time on YouTube. Your relationship is something that is a major highlight in this film for myself, and all of the reactions that I'm seeing so far from other film critics. I applaud you guys. Congratulations on some great on-screen chemistry and some beautiful dialogue. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you,
Thanks.
Jack. It's been a
Thanks
great
very much,
conversation. Thank you.
Stefan.